Alrighty. How's the audio? Can you hear me? Let me just switch to the scene here. Alrighty, everything going alright? We've got quite a few requests today. Unfortunately, Sir Kinemet, I couldn't get yours sketched out in time, but if all goes well, I may be able to start on it on camera. Yeah, we've got a lot to do. Everyone's, everything is going alright. So I'm just gonna jump in and get started on Maple Flavored Huskies request. So, yeah. Furries were actually my first introduction into the internet beyond, like, corporate and school-sanctioned websites. So, like, a lot of the stuff that I used to watch on YouTube starting out was actually furry artists. I guess, I mean, not really a bad introduction to the internet, all things considered. There are worse communities. So the fact that I have a furry request whenever I do is actually really nice. It, well, maybe nice? I don't know. It, feels like going back to my roots a little bit. And then I have reference images, but I can't figure out how to screenshot on my phone. If anybody else has an LG Grace track phone, feel free to let me know how to screenshot, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I used to be able to take screenshots on my other phones, but now I have this one, and it's a good phone. I just don't know how to take screenshots on it. The manual says nothing about it. Can't find anything in the forums, on Google. So if anybody else knows what they're doing, feel free to let me know. This was a kind of challenging sketch to do, actually. Because, like, kissing is hard to draw, and anthropomorphic animals are hard to draw, so it's, like, hard to draw squared, I guess. What even is anatomy at this point? So, I would pull up a reference, but I couldn't screenshot it to get it off my phone, so looks like I'm just going with this. I have a general idea of what they look like right now. Also, the rubber feet that hold my tablet to the desk and keep it from sliding around, those fell off, so I took a piece of my kneaded eraser and stuck it there, but I didn't really take the time to get it just perfect, so my tablet's in a bit of an awkward position right now. So this stream might run a bit long, but I'm gonna get done all 4 requests since that's my halfway mark. I should say I'm gonna get done at least all 4 requests, and then I'll check the chat once I've got this line art in. So yeah, right out of the gate, not the world's best start, but what can you do? So, like it says in the description, I am not streaming next week because I will not be in town. I'm going out of town to visit family, for Christmas, and we're not really picky about the dates so much because, I mean, like, we're on the wrong calendar anyway. Like, the Gregorian calendar is not the calendar you should be using for biblical stuff. But, so we're not too picky about the date, just, but we do try to, make time around Christmas to see each other, 'cause you never know what's gonna happen to whom or when. So, yeah, we're just going out of town to go on a trip, and I will be back to streaming on the 27th. And everything will be alright. Okay, so I've got that line art in. I'm not going to delete the sketch because that's got the markings. Oh, come on, let me just check the chat while I haven't seen It's Just Some Random Guy, but I think I've heard of him. Let me get my references up here. Back. Alrighty. Here are my references. Got them. Okay, now I'm just going to move this up here. But first I'm going to select in this layer. Okay, I'm selecting in the wrong layer. You know, sometimes I wonder if animators who work at Disney and started off watching Disney movies get this same feeling, sort of, that I get working on this. Because it's a really interesting feeling to be part of the thing that got you into what you're doing now. Alrighty. And then select, actually, filter, hue, let's bring up the brightness just a tad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to go to my marker, I guess. New layer, clip. Not that it even matters, because I've got this stuff selected. But let's just go fully opaque here. So yeah, this is a very interesting feeling to actually be drawing furry art. There we go. Then I need just a slightly darker black on the shoulder here. fill here and here. That looks all right, I think. And then now for the other one. See, the face looks different than the other reference, but they made sure to let me know that. So, it's no big deal. Got blue like this, and then blue down here. Then also blue over here. Okay, I'm sorry about all the whispering and stuff. My voice has been a little out of practice this week because I've mostly been focusing on crocheting stuff, and I can't say what stuff because my family sometimes watches these streams, and it's supposed to be a surprise. Though I did have that hat that I made that I'm keeping for me, because it's like kind of a disaster, but it also works out, and I don't know, relatable, I guess. Let's see. Here we go. That looks alright, and then here, and in the ears too. Or, no wait, wrong reference for the face. Goes over here in the ear. Again, wrong reference. Here we go. Like that, and then this, and then I just need to add the red details here. Like that. And like this over here. And then they've got a bit of a maple leaf, which I sketched in like this. I don't know, I don't want to turn this into another Corner Gas endorsement. I've already endorsed that show enough. It's on YouTube. If you want to see it, you can see it. Alrighty. Forgot to color in the eyes. Red and green, and I can save that for now. And let me check out what's going on. Thanks. Well, let's see. Back to work. I guess I can start on this one. This one was super cute to work on. Let's see. I actually need to go up to my pen. Not that one. This one. And bring it down to a reasonable size. This pose was really hard to draw. I got it from a stock photo. And even then, I need to go to my desktop to pull up the stock photo just to make sure that everything is roughly where it's supposed to be. Like the Pirates Code, working from photo, it's more like a guideline. So this is Chase and Claire cuddling under a blanket and watching It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know how I'm going to communicate that second part, but I will take suggestions in the chat that I will check on later. Yeah, this was really cute to draw. Most of Dino's requests are really cute to draw. These two are actually getting drawn twice today. Because Aqua asked for one, and for one of Chase being a goofball, and I couldn't help adding Claire to it. I never did fix his expression in that one, though. Looks like this stream might actually run long. His hair is really supposed to be shorter when he's older, but I don't know. I guess I can call it an artistic choice. It's not a mistake at all. But this was really cute to draw, and yeesh, I'm so sorry, Claire. Your face is all messed up, and it's my fault. But it's okay. Because the thing about being an artist is you can fix your mistakes sometimes. Sometimes it turns out still derpy. But what can I say? These are supposed to get done in 15 minutes. It's not exactly the best time to be picky. But we can make it work. Let's see. Trying not to yawn. I forgot to get my second cup of coffee. I really need to work on my caffeine dependency, honestly. But, I mean, I guess that's actually why I've decided that drinking isn't for me either, because, like, caffeine and alcohol dependencies run very deep in my family, so, I already know how bad the caffeine dependency is. I do not want to try the other stuff. Just not even let it have a chance to get as bad as it can be. Not that it isn't tempting. But I guess if it weren't, people wouldn't, you know? But I'm just rambling at this point. I have a list of stream topics, actually, that is sitting right in front of my face, and I have discussed basically none of them. So I guess I'll get started on that. Let's see, I did mention that I won't be streaming on the 20th, but I will return on the 27th and everything will go back to normal from there. I'm taking suggestions for a theme for next year's speed paints, because I am going to be kind of busy, especially during the last half of next year, and having a theme will let me front load my work. And so far the only ideas I have are a deck of cards and the alphabet forwards and then backwards. So in the middle of the year, the letter Z is going to be up twice in a row if I do that one. But there are exactly 52 Fridays next year, which means I will be uploading 52 videos, and that means I have to record 52 of them. Maybe not in bulk, but, you know, I've got my work kind of cut out for me, so, if anyone has any theme ideas, for the speed paints for next year, I will be happy to hear them out, because, I don't know, themes make things easier sometimes, because at the very least, if I don't know what to do, I can say, oh, this week is A. I have to do something that starts with A. Could be anything that starts with A, but, you know, I could do Avengers, or Ant Farm, or, I would prefer to not illustrate anaphylactic shock, but, I mean, that starts with A, so it's a possibility. And then, in addition to that, I'm just kind of taking suggestions in general for stuff to do, because I don't like to say out of ideas. I like to say, I don't know what I like to say. I haven't come up with a cute way of phrasing it yet. But yeah, I'm taking suggestions in general for, like, I don't know, color palettes to experiment with, or new directions to take stuff in, you know, styles and stuff like that. Let's see. They're so cute, these two, honestly. It's a shame that I can't properly draw hands, because I have 6 minutes left to finish this thing. But, so, yeah, this looks alright. Now to draw the couch behind them. I would love to be able to take the time and draw this properly. But that's what I do speed paints for. Even though I haven't actually sat down and recorded one. I'm probably going to record the next two tonight, since I know what they're gonna be. I just haven't drawn them yet. And, yeah, this looks cute. So, let's see, color, I'm just gonna background color, bring it to, like, something low since they're watching a movie, and then, let's see, this should look pale enough, maybe not. But, yeah, so that's what's new. If anybody else actually knows how to request a show on Netflix, can you guys like help me out here and try to get them to get What's New Scooby-Doo back on, because or on at all, because I don't think it was ever on Netflix, but it's a good show and they don't have it. At least not for streaming. Which I'm kind of bummed about, but whatever. But it would be cool to have What's New Scooby-Doo on. That was one of Warner Brothers' better shows, actually. I'm just gonna bring this down, since it's supposed to be dark. Let's see. Again, my tablet is in an awkward position because, like, the feet fell off and I tried to use my kneadable eraser to stick it into place. Like, does anybody else remember Blue Tack? I had it in, my kindergarten teacher used to use it, but, I can't, for the life of me, find anywhere that has it. There we go. Navigator. What's a good color for the couch? Guess that's a good color for. And then, anybody got a color for the blanket? I actually still haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life. I want to, but I don't know where to look for it. Let's see, the blanket, I'm just gonna go with like a brown for now. So cute. But yeah, I'll come back to this if I have time. Let's see. For now, I have actually got to fix the expression here. Let's see. Drawing puckered lips is really hard. Like, maybe you do have an idea. Like, especially if you're trying to communicate a smile, too. It's, I guess it does kind of help, to give, like, lidded eyes. That's probably part of what, made this look so, but, actually, I think one of my favorite Christmas movies that, it's hard to find really anywhere is, While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock. Not While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock, but While You Were Sleeping starring Sandra Bullock. My mom used to watch it a lot when I was growing up, and it always put me to sleep because I couldn't understand it. But now that I'm old enough to really understand the plot, it's a really decent movie. This face. I don't like it. But yeah, it's got Sandra Bullock and Peter Boyle and I think it's Bill Pullman. Bullock and Pullman do a really good job of selling their chemistry on screen. It's really cute. But I wouldn't be recommending it if I didn't think it was. So, basically the plot is that Sandra Bullock plays this lonely toll booth operator for the Chicago train, whatever it's called. I would know if I lived in Chicago, but I don't. Sadly, I had the opportunity to. I almost got into the School of the Arts Institute of Chicago, but I could not even afford their application fee, so I didn't apply. But they were pretty impressed with my portfolio, so like I went to a portfolio day at a school in Nashville, so that's where they looked at my portfolio and said, hey, this is pretty good. Can you bring like 10 more pieces like this to your portfolio? Or if you bring 10 more pieces like this one to your portfolio review, you should be a shoo-in. But then, like, the application fee was way more than we could afford at that point, and there was a thing going on with the side of the family that I would usually ask for help, so I couldn't ask them. And then I couldn't get an appointment with the guidance counselors to ask if there was any way that I could get a sponsor or something. And, yeah. That's what I get for not being tenacious enough, really. Because, honestly, I should have been, like, bursting down the door like, hey! But, whatever. That's what politeness gets you. I mean, don't be impolite, but I don't know. I'm turning into a grumpy old person over this, and I don't need that kind of negativity in my life, so. But the point is, Sandra Bullock works for the Chicago train authority people as a toll booth operator, and she has this crush on one of her regular customers who comes in every day, and she ends up working Christmas because she's the only one who doesn't have a family thing to go to because she doesn't have a family, and while she's working Christmas, that customer that she has a crush on gets pushed onto the tracks and can't get up because he has a concussion and he's knocked unconscious. So she jumps onto the tracks and rescues him. And through a mix-up at the hospital, his family thinks that she's his fiancé. So shenanigans ensue. It's actually really heartwarming, especially at the end. It's yeah. Anyway, movie recommendation for today while you were sleeping, if you haven't already seen it. Back to this line art. What to say about it? I don't know. I guess the face looks better if you zoom out, because it looks alright in the navigator, but I don't know. Anyway, so gotta keep drawing. Apparently someone just sent me a message on Tumblr, but I'm not gonna check that until I'm done here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to add the blushies just in coloring this time. Let's see. Heart there. And yeah, that looks alright. So, oh no, that does not look alright. Come on. I wish there was a way to like lock the windows. Just to say this is how I want it and I don't want to change it. I will unlock the windows when I want to change it. But again, free program, can't, beggars can't be choosers. So there we go. And then I hope the winter outfit that I've picked for Claire is okay. Should be a little redder, maybe a little lighter. There we go. Actually, this is the darker one. And that's okay, I'll fix that later. That's too pink. Not what I was originally going for, but it'll work. See, I can't really go too dark on the skin here. A little desaturated, a little bit more of a red undertone. No. There we go, that's better. Too light. That's better. What to talk about? No idea. I do need to stop umming so much. I mean, at the very least, I could start, I don't know, tongue twisters or something. Maybe if I go with pink for the heart. Let's see. Window, reference. Come on. Here we go. Just making sure that I have the right eye, the right color. And then I think I'm gonna scarf green. Probably this color. Come on. Then I can get rid of my reference bar. And then also his jacket is probably going to be green. And then there we go. And then his mittens can be black. And then, let's see, view, background color, something kind of a pale blue for the base, and then I can go in under this layer with my white and I don't know, one of these brushes, texture brush maybe, and then make it a little less opaque, and then if I can get on the right thing, let's see, there we go. Custom brushes are really easy to make. If I ever actually get around to it, I might make one in one of these live streams or as a tutorial or something. But yeah, I think this is good-ish for now. I just need to color in Claire's eyes because I opened them. And yeah, I should keep track of the choices that I made and be on the right layer. There we go. Actually, if I go warmer in the shadow, it'll make the light look cooler. Alright, this should look alright. And I'm gonna check the chat now. Alright, let's see, that means that I only have this one left to draw. I was sketching it out before I got started on this because I have been trying to split my time between several different things, and that never works out well. So, let's just get started on it. On a different layer. Let me do window reference so that I can pull up the drawing I had earlier. I'm not sure where Aurora is in this picture, but I'm guessing she's probably off taking a nap. You know, that would probably be nice. And then let's see, he's got the scar there. I'm not even going to color that in. I'm just going to leave it as a line. You know what, I'm not even going to do the line now. I'm just going to do that in the coloring phase. And I guess they're wearing sweaters. I'd make them specifically Christmas sweaters, but I imagine those might be hard to come by on a world that doesn't celebrate Christmas. So, let's just go with this jawline. Eesh. What is with my art today? I don't know. Maybe I record speed paints today if this is how everything's coming out. Or maybe I should just detach my tablet so that I can move it around and make it a little more comfortable. It's another thing, my hands are kind of weird, again, because I've been crocheting all week. It's not a particularly difficult thing to master, it's just every so often, like, unless you get, if you do a lot of it without getting, like, ergonomic hooks to work with, it does things. You can pretty easily get carpal tunnel if you don't properly stretch. That's what I didn't do before this stream. I didn't stretch my hands. That's what's going on here. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that as soon as this stream is over. Like, I'm just gonna stretch my hands so much, and it's going to be awesome. Let's see. Little nose there. And a big wide smile. She's so cute. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty. Hold on, let me fix this eye. No, I'm not gonna fix that eye. I'm just gonna draw her wearing a little scarf. Let's see. Hand. There we go. And then the little baby hand there. Alrighty. This is turning out kind of alright. I hope I didn't just... I would like to apologize to the late Dr. Seuss because this rendering of the Grinch is awful. As is my handwriting. Alrighty, there we go. And then I'm gonna try yeah, this is not the best drawing of the Grinch that's ever been done. It's barely even a passable drawing of the Grinch. I don't even think you can tell it's the Grinch except for the context. But this is just all in fun. So let's see. There we go. Alright, almost done. There we go. I'm gonna use a different layer for this line because I don't trust myself. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, almost done here. And we've got 8 minutes left. Let's see, when I draw black hair, I like to give it a bluish tint. I know there's more ways to draw black hair than that, but it's what I like to do. Let's see. Whatever I just did, I will find a way to undo it off screen. And there is a line in there that isn't closed, but I'll fix it in coloring. And then with this, I need to make it pinker. And let's see. No, I need to desaturate it and make it pinker. There we go. Jason's got blue eyes. Little Kara has brown eyes because blue is a recessive gene. That is way too saturated. This is better. I'll eventually change the scarf to red to match the color scheme we picked out for him. And then, let's see. Kara gets dressed in green a lot, but I might actually change that to a light kind of baby blue. Yeah, that looks good. And then I need a denim color. Then I'm gonna go with a darker blue for her shoes or socks or whatever those are. Alrighty. You know, this almost makes me wonder whether Jason learned how to read in English, or whether Claire translated an edition for him. Either way, oh, come on. Either way, the drawing is cute. And then, let's see. Green here. And then a pale yellow for the eyes. Because I did at least note how Dr. Seuss liked to color the Grinch, even if I did not get the drawing right. Let's see that all of these are closed. I think they are. Let's see how this looks. Actually, I think that might be darker. Yeah. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. I've got 2 minutes left to color the couch. Probably gonna go with something like a dark gray, so these characters pop a little bit more. Alrighty, view, background color. This is turning out kind of cute. So maybe everything wasn't a complete disaster this time. So that about wraps it up for this afternoon. I will post these and be back this evening. And I will also have stretched my hands and detached my tablet from my desk. So have a great few hours, and I'll see you again this evening. And yeah, bye.